Are you pregnant? Nearing the end of your pregnancy? If so, then this video is for you because today I'm going to share with you 10 ways to get labor going. Aloha and welcome to today's video, 10 ways to get labor going. My name is Icelyn and on this channel, Boylan's Happily Ever After, we share family videos, mommy videos, and have product reviews. So if you're new and this interests you, please consider subscribing. And if you want to know more about anything you see here on this channel, be sure and check the links down in the description below this video or leave a comment. I'd love to connect with you there. And as always, if you think our videos may help someone, please share them where you can. And we also want to give a huge thank you to those of you who have subscribed since our last video. Your support means so much to us. And before we get into these 10 ways to get labor going, I want to share a little bit of a disclaimer here with you. So what I share in these videos is just my opinion. I'm not a medical professional, and so if you're pregnant, looking to get pregnant, make sure you're always following the advice of the person you're working with, whether that's your medical doctor, midwife, doula. You're going to want to consult with them on everything. I have had 4 babies, all naturally, 2 in the hospital and 2 at home. I have shared those birth stories on this channel, so if those interest you, I'm going to have them linked down in the description below, along with some other videos and great mommy stuff. You should go and be sure and check those out too. Now for the 10 ways to get labor going. This first one, my Aunt Michelle, she shared with me when I was pregnant with my first baby, Adrian. Raspberry leaf tea. She drank this with her pregnancies, as well as I did. I didn't start drinking this tea at the beginning of my pregnancy. I waited till I got into my last month. If you buy raspberry leaf tea, there's a good chance it's going to tell you some warnings about using it. It is known to cause stronger contractions. It could cause you to go into early labor, so it could be dangerous to drink if you try drinking it too soon. When I got into the last 2 weeks of my pregnancy, I did pick up how much I was drinking of it. And so with Adrian, I went 10 days early. Bridget, I went 14 days early. Lucas was a day early, and Sindel was like 8 days late. So this might not work for everyone, but raspberry leaf tea is also known to be incredible for your uterus and the healing and toning of it. It can even cause more bleeding, so just be sure to use it cautiously. And of course, I'm going to link it for you down in the description below, so if you want to go and check out more about it, do your own research, I recommend doing that. It does have a little bit of a hard taste to get used to. If you're sensitive to smells and tastes, you might not like it during your pregnancy, especially if you have morning sickness. For me, the more I had, the more I got used to the taste of it. Number 2, this is my favorite one. Walk with 1 foot on the curb and 1 foot in the road, if you have a safe place to do so. I did this with Sindel, and I felt like as she became later and later, I wanted to increase the amount of time that I was going out and walking like that. I do it like 3 times a day for a half hour, and what that's supposed to do is help adjust your hips and get that movement going in that area. That was something my midwife had recommended for me to do. I did not do it with my other pregnancies, but it's important to know that that's going to help spread your pubic bone and get that area opened up when it comes time to give birth. Number 3 is another favorite of mine. Eat pineapple. I absolutely love pineapple. It's my favorite fruit. So this was very easy for me to do, and it is also supposed to be great for your breast milk, and the fact that there's an enzyme in the juice that doesn't make your breast milk as sticky and can help prevent mastitis, which is miserable. You don't want to get that. There is no evidence to this one if you look around online. However, when I was nearing the end of all 4 of my pregnancies, I did pick up my pineapple eating intake. So pineapple has a protein in it called bromelain, I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right, which is known to soften and encourage your cervix to loosen. So pineapple is just a great fruit to be eating during your pregnancies and when you're breastfeeding as well. Number 4, stimulation of the nipples. This one was recommended by my midwife when I was overdue with Sindel, and this one is backed by scientific research. It's known to release the hormone oxytocin in the body, which is known to help cause contractions of the uterus. And that hormone also plays a role in the bonding between a parent and a child. Personally, I think the breast can be a very tender area when you're nearing the end of your pregnancy, so it could be extremely uncomfortable for some. That's just going to be a personal choice, obvious, if it's something you want to try and include, which I think that oxytocin can also be something that causes stronger contractions. So if you try that, you might notice your Braxton Hicks kicking in and feeling more intense. Number 5 is Intercourse. This one I feel like is pretty well known among people and kind of a joke when you're like, is your baby yet? Well, maybe you should. However, if you do a little research, it's unclear if this is actually something that works or not. What is known is prostaglandins can be released during intercourse, which is, because I'm filming, I'm almost done. Hug. Love you. So, okay, so prostaglandins are a hormone-like substance that is used in the medications to induce labor, so that's how they get connected. Some will say that it softens the cervix. However, again, at this point in your pregnancy, this option might be extremely uncomfortable for some. Number 6, a membrane sweep. And I think this one, if you're definitely at the end of your pregnancy, is a great option to do. Definitely a believer. This is obviously one of those ones that you're going to want to be in communication with your healthcare provider, midwife, or whoever you're working with. They will help you decide if this is the right option for you or not. And I've stressed this in other videos, I want to stress it in this one. Having open communication with whoever you're having as your doctor during your pregnancy is so important. This is your pregnancy, your delivery. They need to know everything that you're wanting and expecting, so don't have any fear in talking to them about any of it. If you don't feel comfortable, then maybe that's not the right person for you to be seeing. Now on to number 7, castor oil. This is one I've never tried, but I've heard lots about and I've read about. Thought of it actually grosses me out. It can cause diarrhea and dehydration, and they say not to do this one until you're at 38 weeks, and if so, to take a very small amount. I personally would try all these other ways before I would try a spoonful of castor oil. And number 8, cohosh herb. I'll spell it for you down here, or also known as black cohosh. I think I'm saying that right. It is said to contain a plant-like chemical that will act like estrogen in the body. This is one I do not know a lot about. I would love to do some more research on it. I find stuff like this very interesting. If you've heard about it, let me know. Drop it down in the comments, or if you've heard anything positive or negative, I'd love to hear that too. And then number 9, primrose oil. I am all about this one as well. When I was overdue with Sindel, I went out and got some. This is an herb that can help soften the cervix and help you get ready for labor. It's just going to be a little gel-like capsule. You can take it, super simple to just drink with a nice big glass of water, or you can even insert it inside of you at nighttime before you go to bed, so then the primrose oil can be released right there next to the cervix. If that's something that makes you uncomfortable but you want to know more about, definitely be sure and talk with your healthcare provider about that one. I did not go that route, I just swallowed it. And then lastly, number 10, another one of my favorites, is spicy foods. I am all about this because usually can't make food quite hot enough for me. Like, I love my salsa. Although there are a couple negative effects with this one. You could get heartburn or have bad dreams, which I did experience with both of mine and spicy food. Again, there's not a lot to back this up in medical research, but it's definitely worth giving it a try if you're just at the end of your rope with your pregnancy and looking for ways to get things going. Although remember, babies, they have their own time frame. They're gonna come when they're ready. No matter how much you try to put it off or make it happen. If having 4 kids taught me anything, it's their timeline, not yours. And that's it for this video, the 10 ways I wanted to share with you to get labor going. If I missed any, or you want to add anything to this list, or have any opinions about any of them, please drop it down in the comments below. That's a great place for us to connect and share wonderful information with each other and help other mothers out with the information you have too. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, please be sure and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to show your support. It means so much to me. And as always, share these videos where you can. Let's help others as much as possible. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you in the next one. Aloha!